My one beef with Warrior is that my axe clips through my parasol.
Oh, just a bit. Get a smaller axe then.
Yeah, maybe.
Axe reduction surgery.
Never.
Bad boy. Let us continue.
There is naught to be gained from dwelling on an eventuality over which we have no control, much less one which may never even come to pass. Let us tend to more immediate matters. Informing Commander Bloedin of Titan's demise, for example. You may be certain that he will be glad of the news. Would you be so kind as to break it to him? Oh yeah, I never followed up days ago. So the chat, to hide chat, you just click the little X at the far right of the bottom row there.
Oh, the button that literally says hide log window.
Yep, and it comes back when you log back in.
Oh, I wish you told me that before I pressed it.
Yeah, the only way I figured out how to get it to come back was to log out and return.
Oh, shit. Buddy, I just pressed enter to open the chat.
Oh, wait, really?
Yeah.
Amazing! Tell me if it needs to get turned back on, and I'll turn it back on. I hate the chat window. Come on, the rain has ended. Give me... Oh, wait, it's nighttime.
It's nighttime. There's no night music in ARR zones.
Eine kleine Nacht music?
They did not get to hire the pianist. Alright, Mr. Bloedin.
Ah, you're a sight for... Ooh, I was not ready to do that.
God.
One moment. Coke Zero. Ah, you're a sight for sore eyes. When the others came back without you, I feared the worst. But they said you had matters well in hand. Indeed, I did.
Yeah.
All settled then, is it? I'm glad to hear it. Not half as glad as my men'll be. Believe you me. Regardless of whether or not he was summoned properly, a primal's a primal, and there ain't a soul in the Maelstrom that hasn't lost a friend to one. Really? Is it really that much of a problem all the time?
Apparently.
Damn. Don't get me wrong. We were all prepared to do our part, but we weren't so naive as to think we'd live to tell the tale. Thankfully, of course, it didn't come to that, which, my friend, sounds to me like cause for celebration. Now I know you have I know you lot have places to be. Jesus. Why not stay the night? We'd be honored to raise a glass to the triumphant return of Titan's Bane.
Oh,
I guess we do. We don't have a choice.
More alcohol for us to refuse.
We're actually Mormons.
Heidelin's witnesses.
That's why I can have both a dead wife and a husband.
Oh man, you didn't even hear what I said.
No, I didn't. What did you say?
Heidelin's witnesses.
No.
Who goes there?
Moonbreed is dead wife.
Oh god.
Oh, it's you. Forgive me for straying from the camp. He hasn't been feeling too welcome, to say the least. I thought a change of scenery might do him good. But, alas. It's so quiet out here. The stars spread out before us, beckoning across time and space. Dawn may banish even the darkest night. How bitterly beautiful, those words. I should be stronger for all my experiences, yet my heart aches more than ever. I never understood why Grandfather gave his life that day. I thought that if I came here, I would find the answers I needed. But when I finally laid eyes on the land he sacrificed everything to save, saw firsthand the bickering, the pettiness, I was disappointed. I was angry. I could not fathom how these people were more deserving of his love than his family, than me. But when Grandfather revealed the whole truth of the calamity to us, I finally understood. And I resolved there and then to continue his legacy in my own way. My travels have been enlightening, but I cannot say that I have enjoyed them. I have lost count of the many petty crises that I was helpless to resolve and of the people whose actions I could not understand. There were others, of course. Good people. People with whom I felt a kinship, whose lives I could not save. I found myself asking what it was all for.
Tragic backstory.
Why try if I was doomed to fail in the end? But then I recalled Grandfather's words to my father, years ago, before he left Charlayan behind forever. To ignore the plight of those one might conceivably save is not wisdom, it is indolence. We must all protect that which we hold most dear in the manner of our own choosing. We have to try, do we not? Of course, it's one thing to try and another to do. There were times while I was tracking the Warriors of Darkness when I faltered, when I was afraid. But then I thought of my brother, of Urianger, of you. Oh, pray forgive me. This conversation has been rather one-sided, hasn't it? Mayhap you could recount some of your adventures in Ishgard.
Oh boy. No. We have to go with the third one. We need to throw her brother under the bus.
Okay.
Why? What were you gonna?
I was gonna go with Estinian and Zale, because I like Estinian and Zale, but...
Well, we can do both.
Already clicked through.
Oh well.
We had no clear memories of our life in the hinterlands, having returned to the motherland as infants. Nevertheless, I am quite familiar with Master Matoya, as is every Charlayan. I should like to speak with her someday. 'Twould not surprise me if Alphino's recent maturation was at least somewhat due to her sage guidance. I would never tell him this, of course, but there have been moments when I've caught myself thinking of him as an elder brother. The hopes and dreams of so many rest on your shoulders, Warrior of Light. As long as the sun rises, we can but carry on, for the sake of those we hold dear.
There he is.
The bug boy.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I don't like where he is.
What? Huh?
That's Vesper Bay, right?
Hold on. Oh god, yeah, that is.
Don't like. Give me back my Jolly Rancher.
This fucker again.
To what end dost thou cling to the tainted gifts of the mother?
Milady.
Every tool has its purpose. Even this.
Vilbrand.
Well, what is it?
Oh, you gotta remember, I'm behind
The
you.
seeds sown in Vilbrand have been plucked from the earth and left to wither. Alas, Titan's demise sufficed not to drive the kobolds to deepest desperation.
What did the man in white have to say?
That we are to proceed as he did first set forth.
Well, that's easy for him to say. It's not his bloody world on the brink of destruction, is it?
Be thou well reminded that with an end to Ishgard's unrest, naught now remaineth to preoccupy the Scion's
What do you mean
thoughts.
thine? Are you not part of the team?
And thus may they devote their every energy to thwarting thee and thine. I foresee only greater difficulties ahead.
Foresee?
It's gotta be fucking Urion J.
I'm starting to think you might hold a candle for your old friends after all.
Pray do not mistake mine intent. I but look upon the path which lieth before us with due trepidation. Shouldst thou be of like mind, pray consider then another course. For the power to invoke the ardor belongeth not unto the Ascians alone. With thine own hand strike down thine enemy, the so-called hero who would see thy home lost to light. Do but this, and thou wouldst at a single stroke disrupt the all-too-delicate balance of this realm, plunging her straightways into chaos.
You do realize what you're suggesting, yes?
Yep.
To ignore
Fucking
the plight of
knew
those one
it.
might conceivably save is not wisdom, it is indolence. The words of
Bitch.
my teacher, and a creed I hold close
Traitorous
to my heart.
bitch.
Very well. Draw her out. We'll make it quick.
They do a very good job of hiding it. Because we've
It
never
shall
seen his
be
eyes,
done.
we've never seen his hair. And the voice actor changed, and we have barely heard him voiced.
In fact, the best thing, it's essentially a reverse of the hood.
What
Right.
good a creed one
The only thing we
cannot
could
The only
see,
bit of him, yeah.
What hurts soothed? What lives saved? Oh, hapless fool, what hast thou wrought by thine own hands?
You won't get it, whore.
Nymphilia, my friends,
Lemon-stealing whore.
I shall not now beg your forgiveness.
I need you to
Full
know
deeply though it paineth me to
that I
walk
said
it,
that,
I
and
shall
Jonesy
not
paused
stray from my
mid-lick
chosen path.
and looked at me like I was insulting her.
As Moonbreeder remains steadfast,
like, Father, I don't have any lemons.
so too shall I.
I know. They were stolen by the lemon-stealing whore.
Father!
Citing the Tumbler deep magic. So I've had a sneaking suspicion that Urion J was fucky for a while now.
Considering at the end of, like, Heavensward, or the end of one of the ARR patches, it literally showed Urion J going to talk with... What's his fuck? An Ascian?
Yeah. Ever since then, I'm like, okay, how is that going to manifest itself? I like it. It works so far.
Hey,
I'll never
Alphino,
believe what the Echo showed me.
Alphino, how about we go say hi to Urion J?
What ho, you two? I trust you had a good night's rest.
Yeah, it's real fucking early, dude.
I was but this moment speaking with Thancred and Ishtola via Link Pearl. They had some interesting news to share. Apparently, during the course of their respective investigations, both came across crates which once had borne Ishgardian seals. It would seem that someone in the capital has been very busy indeed. Accordingly, the Temple Knights have launched a full-scale investigation. Sir Emmerich believes that it is only a matter of time before the culprits are found, but we shall have to wait and see. In the meantime, it seems only prudent to look into the recent activities of the other tribes, in case they too are flush with Ishgardian crystals. And with that in mind, I suggest we pay Urion J another... Wait. Where is Alize? She was here a moment ago, with Gabu. Oh good.
Oh, God. I love looking
But
for
not
children
Goblin.
at 4 in the morning! Please don't take that out of context. Oh. They're over here.
Your work's not mine. I was about to get a bird's eye view. Hello, Jitu.
Hello. Let me guess. It's time to leave, isn't it? My apologies for disappearing again. If it is any consolation, I have already packed my things.
How is he?
Brother, Commander Blowden, something tells me you're not solely here out of concern for his welfare. But, to answer your question, there has been no change. He will not speak or eat. I'm not even sure if he slept. If he did, he seems none the better for it. He just shuffles about with that same expression on his face, idling.
Idling?
Idling. No, not... You will look after him, won't you, Commander? And treat him with every kindness?
Several kindnesses, at least.
He's still in there. I know it. Beneath the anguish and the despair, he's still fighting with all his heart. He deserves to be given that chance. Until he comes back to us. Until we know for certain what has become of him.
Aye, you needn't worry. If he hadn't risked his neck to warn us and help you secure the better part of the crystals, this could have turned out a damn sight worse than it did. We'll not soon forget that, and nor will Maelstrom Command.
I'm so sorry, Gabu. I truly am. You should never have been made to... And I know I cannot possibly understand. Mayhap there is nothing I can do or say. The pain, the anger, helplessness. Hold fast to the memories of better times. Remember them as they were.
This is where he says something really poignant, and I have to do it like Typhon Leo.
Oh god. And it'll hurt so much your heart feels fit to burst. Let it burst. Let it burst and fill up again with your love for them. And never ever forget.
Come along, little one. I will remember them. And you, Alize. Thank you.
Bye, little guy.
Goodbye. Have faith, sister. Your words have reached him. In time, he will recover. And those who orchestrated these events will be made to answer for their crimes.
A 1,000 times over. Aye. There will be a reckoning.
Dolly's, I just need you to know that shaking your head usually means you're disagreeing with somebody.
It was... Oh boy,
There
we
goes
get...
Northoda and her adopted little siblings. I don't know what you're talking about, Nymphilia. That's my sister and her brother. I guess he's kind of my brother. I don't know. I haven't decided
Who are you
yet.
talking to?
The voice in my head, obviously.
Oh god.
I can still hear her voice. Stop telling people I'm dead.
I can still hear her voice. Pray return to the waking sons.
Oh, God.
Oh god, we have to return!
Return.
God damn it!
Alright.
Back to the
Alright.
speedrun strats. I'm not editing to do the fucking Games Done Quick video. I might get in trouble for that.
Let's see who gets it first.
Buddy, I have this on an SSD.
I'm saying, whose method of travel is quicker? Like, can you get to Limsa, get to the Aetherite, get to the load point quicker than I can get to the area and fly there? I'm guessing no.
I'm guessing yes.
I saw! It's close! I'm right here! I'm the first one inside! I'm the first one inside!
Nope.
I win!
Nope.
I win! I also have this on an SSD. What's up, you limit ceiling whore? We have heard the glad tidings from Ogamoro, my friends. By the grace of the 12 and your most valiant efforts, the people of Limsalum and some may rest easy. I would like to think so, yes. Though we failed to prevent the Lord of Crags from manifesting, we did succeed in weakening him, enabling our friends to dispatch him before the Warriors of Darkness could make matters worse. 'Twas by no means an unmitigated success, but it will have to suffice. Then let us speak of another matter, one which weigheth heavy on my lady's mind. As thou didst request, I sought out the Garoon oracles, that we might better understand the aims of the Warriors of Darkness. Though their copious use of allegory defieth any single interpretation, the oracles paint a most disturbing picture, one of worlds parallel to our own, apart yet linked, reduced to ruin with every umbral calamity. 7 times have they succeeded. Then of 10 and 3, only 6 worlds remain. Aye, all is as my lady Minfilia spake unto thee.
Spake.
Speak. As for what becometh of these reflections when they and the source are rejoined, frail flesh undone in umbral fires, each soul surrendereth to her call, to flow unto the endless sea, there to endure as one and none.
Then if the Warriors of Darkness succeed, everyone in their world will die.
In essence, aye. The first speaketh of the renunciation of the flesh, and subsequent return to the life stream. However, this fate may yet be preferable to the alternative, for if the first were to fall to transcendent light, in the manner the Warriors of Darkness described, it would give way unto a void wherein none may know either life or death. Far better to die, they reason, for in death there is life. The essence of a soul which returneth unto the source may be born anew, is saved. Such, at least, is their belief, I surmise. If that is true, then, gods, no one should ever have to make such a choice. Ere we speak further on this subject, I would share with thee another recent discovery.
Oh boy.
'Twould seem that several sizable shipments of crystals have been delivered unto the hands of certain Alamegan parties. Alamegans? Strange. And you believe this to be the work of the same Ishgardian smugglers who supplied the beast tribes? I know beyond a shadow of a doubt. Unless thou wonder at their motive, I would remind you that the Ascians did once attempt to bring about the summoning of Rhalgr. Individuals who took receipt of these shipments are refugees belonging to a group devoted to the cause of Alamegan liberation. It may interest thee to know that their Ishgardian suppliers appear to be none other than the remnants of Eline Royale's network of spies. Surely you jest, and yet it is not so surprising. Bereft of leadership and hunted by the Alliance, I can well imagine such villains being desperate enough to conspire with the Ascians. Assuming they even know, or care, who their employers are. All of which is irrelevant. Forgive me. We must seek out the resistance group which received the crystals without delay. Northota, Alize, Gala, will you come with me to Little Alamigo?
No, but I'm forced to. Yes, of course. I should like to hear what they have to say for themselves. Firsthand.
And may you ever walk in the light of the crystal.
Alphino? Oh, wait, what the fuck was Thancred's voice? Alphino, how do you say? Nothota, Gala? Are you for listening? Good. I have tidings. The Temple Knights raided the smuggler's warehouse less than an hour ago. A cursory interrogation of the prisoners yielded confirmation that they were in the employ of, and I hope you are sitting down, a man in black robes.
They gasp. And then you have them, and the crystals too.
What few remained, aye. Regrettably, it would seem they dispatched one final shipment in the hours before we struck. It was bound for Little Alamigo, we are told, where it would be received by members of a local resistance group. Since Sir Emmerich's men no longer have need of my services, I have a mind to head that way.
I suppose you do know the area. As do we, by happy coincidence. We learned of the shipments but a few moments ago.
Ha! And there I was, thinking I might finally be one step ahead of the Warriors of Light and their little helpers. Wait a moment, there is more, and I defy you not to be surprised by this revelation. The leader of the Ashgardian smugglers was formerly in the employ of one Aline Royal, the infamous Ivy herself.
That's who that is. I had fully forgotten who that was.
That's fair, it's been about a year.
God. Once again, Thancred, I fear I must inform you that...
Thancred, with whom else have you shared this information? About the smugglers? No one. As I think I mentioned, the raid was less than an hour ago. I was planning to contact Shola next, but is there someone else you would have me notify first? No, there isn't. She's putting the puzzle pieces together.
Indeed, she's puzzling the pieces.
Yep. I like how you said about that with Royale. I might still be wrong. I completely forgot about the apparent Ralger summoning, and I think that's why we went to Little Alamigo in the first place?
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah. But to be fair, ARR is a blur.
Yeah, it's like a smear on canvas.
It's a soup.
Yeah. What in the world has gotten into her? It is twice now that we have sought Yuriondra's aid, and twice she has treated him as if he were a stranger. She can smell lemon-stealing whores. We've been over this.
Yeah, it's like Riku in Chain of Memories. I'm me, she says.
The Archon was one of Grandfather's most dedicated pupils and spent as much time at the Levior estate as we did. He's practically a member of the family. Truth be told, I struggle to recall a day from my childhood when I did not see the three of them laughing together. If this continues, I may have to raise the matter. Later, though. Little Alamigo awaits. Okay.
Can we not say we did?
What's wrong with Little Alamigo?
I don't like the Alamegans.
Well, you're gonna have fun in Stormblood.
Yeah, no. I dislike pre-Stormblood Alamegans.
Okay.
Oh no, someone's up to the point.
Oh, the bodies!
That guy just picked up a body.
Rip and piss. Yeah.
The whole thing pre-Stormblood when it comes to Little Alamigo is we hate the Empire, we want our homeland back, and we don't care how many bridges we burn to get it back. And I'm like, I'm living through that right now, motherfuckers. I don't need this in my fantasy game.
I can't wait to link up with my favorite scions and meet the good Alamegans.
Yeah. Okay,
To be clear, if anything spoiled, I'm just putting dots together.
No, that's fair, that's fair. I will get to the bottom of this. But Forgive me. It has been a long day. Did you two have something to say? Oriange? Oh, I've always struggled to understand what's going on in his head. Now more than ever. Listen, if anything should happen, it should be me who... Just know that I am prepared to do what must be done. Right then, to more pressing matters. Since we
If we need to kill a guy...
If we need to kill him, I will not hesitate.
I won't hesitate, bitch.
Since
Sorry.
we have... No, it's fine. Since we have no idea when the Thancred might arrive, I suggest we see what information we can gather in his absence. Click the button, Connor. Jesus Christ, that was one quest. We're 30 minutes in.
Hey, I can do 2 episodes tonight, so
Thank
we can
God.
get some time trucking.
We can actually finish... Oh, no.
I have energy.
Cool, we can actually finish 3.4 rescue.
I like... He looks cool.
This motherfucker.
I don't know, I kind of like it. So, to review. We are reliably informed that members of the Alamegan resistance operating here have taken receipt of several large shipments of crystals, our task being to ascertain who and why. Given the size of the settlement, I find it hard to believe that anyone here could be wholly unaware of the resistance's movements. The challenge, of course, will be finding individuals who are both able and willing to share such information with outsiders. It would seem sensible to divide our forces. Gala and Otherta, why don't you question the residents in the eastern half of the town? Alize and I will do the same in the west, and afterwards we can rendezvous here to share our findings. Ooh, Nelly. My nose, she's running.
Gang, we should split for clues.
Search for clues. I have to figure out, I have an Inferno coffer that I need to figure out which class I want to get the look for. Probably, I've been thinking about picking up Red Mage, I might just do it for that.
Infernal Copper?
Ifrit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I got lucky on a roulette.
Nice.
I've been thinking about picking up Red Mage and it'll give me a neat looking weapon for that.
It's a good class. I'm enjoying it. I'm trying to figure out what I want to bring in Stormblood, and I've narrowed it down to the 2 quote-unquote Stormblood classes, Monk and Red Mage, and I can't decide which.
I mean, it was always going to be Gunbreaker for me, but I'll probably bop between the tanks. Like, I'll try and keep, for non... Well, I don't know.
We'll figure it out.
We'll see. We'll see.
Sephiroth. Let me guess. Come to join the fight, have you? No need to deny it, friends. You're not the first to answer the Griffon's call. At least lit a fire on every Alamegan's heart. He's also inspired more than a few old dons to purge themselves to the cause. Little wonder the Guardians won't stop until we're all under the yoke.
Oh god, this guy's sounding even cooler. He's called the Griffon.
The Griffon.
My favorite mythical flying beast.
It is important to note that the Alamegan national bird is the Griffon.
Amazing.
It's gone into Greg, I'm sorry.
I see you there, going around asking questions, looking for the Griffon in his lot, I'll bet. Seems you're the talk of little Alamigo these days. Folk wondering what he's about, what he's got in store for the Garleans. And what's under that mask of his, of course. Some say he's hardly got a face, what with all the scars. Others reckon he's been marked for death by the Empire, and that they'd send a bloody legion if they knew he was here. Your guess is as good as mine.
A masked individual who never reveals his face. Darth Vader.
Yari Tatu.
Yari Tatu. Small potato. We do not have an adventure plate.
That's a sprout right there. You can tell because they're wearing a pillow.
Yeah. Oh, hey. Wait, this is here?
What's this?
This is one of the 12 standing stones, marked by Ralgar. There's one for each of the 12, and they're scattered all over the place.
Neat.
The most important one being the one for Nothaga, which is, you know, at the
No,
entrance.
up here.
Yep. Big rock. Perfect for
Hello,
a
Italian.
woman with big
Tracts of land.
big tracts of land. Yes.
Go for the Monty Python window.
They don't call her the goddess of abundance for nothing. The resistance. Damned if I know. It's not as if I'd be any use to them. If you set store by all these tales of secret weapons, good luck to you. But I'm too old for the mask's bedtime stories. This is our lot, and it's time we got used to it. Seems
Yep.
much like other Alamegan stories. The older folks have figured out stuff.
Jobakokip.
Jobakokip, Esmond,
Giselbert.
Gilbert.
Giselle Greens?
Yeah, I can drink to that.
Hello, Elfenblow. I suppose I should ask what you learned, but I think I already know. This Griffon seems to be the leader of a newly formed faction within the Resistance. The Masks. Yet despite their growing popularity, no one seems to know much about them. Only that they are the most aggressively militant group to join the movement in recent history. Memory. Indeed, many claim their commitment to the cause of Alamegan liberation is unrivaled. We can but hope their revolutionary fervor is never channeled in the direction of a primal.
Liberation.
Liberation, yes. Alamegan.
Yeah.
Though I feel confident that this is the group which received the crystal shipments, we yet lack proof. Before taking any action, I would speak with the settlement's leader to confirm my suspicions, and mayhap enlist his help while I am about it. Given that you and Gundabald are already acquainted, mayhap it would be best if you took the lead. Shall we? Gundabald!
Who was you? I don't remember.
I think it was probably me. He's a big
It
dude.
could have been either of us. I know I voiced him in the Monk quest lines.
Oh, that means it's you then.
Yeah, you've been voicing a lot of characters. Alphino's been talking a lot this episode.
No, this guy was unequivocally me during ARR, but
Oh, yeah.
you can take him.
Much as it pleases me to see you two again, I cannot help but wonder if I should be worried. I hear you and yours have been asking questions. The Griffon. I know them, as do we all. His and his masks have become a leading faction within the Resistance.
The Resistance.
Though there were suspicions at first, given his secretive ways, he quickly proved himself a charismatic and capable commander. Men are drawn to his passion and his vision. They truly believe that he has what it takes to lead them to victory. Even I cannot help but admire the man for what he's accomplished. But I have not forgotten Wilbard. I was blind to the danger of his ambitions. And you were not. The Griffin will soon deliver a speech to our people at the sunken temple of Khan. Go and see him with your own eyes. Weigh his words with your own heart.
How convenient. It is but a pity Thancred is not here to join us. You two go on ahead.
It's
I
me-
shall stay behind. Oh, yep. The A's fucking...
You gotta look for the length of the name now. You three go on ahead. I shall stay behind and wait for him.
So my current crack theory is that he's a Garlean false flag and the mask is covering up his third eye.
Ooh, okay.
That's my crack theory. That's probably wrong, but it would be an interesting thing to do.
My theory, and I'm gonna pull this from, I think, what I was trying to figure out when this was new, is that he is building up to the villain of Stormblood, and in a Yugiri situation, they don't have the model ready. Yeah, look. A Griffon.
Hey. Hello, Griffins.
We're going the wrong way. Karn is this way. Oh, wow. This place is a lot more orange.
Yeah, oh yeah. Did they ever do this?
Oh, it's also heat waves, so that would explain it. Can you actually see the heat haze?
Not, I mean, I can't, but my settings
barely.
might not be.
I'm sure you can't see it on YouTube. The progression's probably done this shit. I remember you could before. It was a very,
Rock.
very neat thing.
Has it begun already? I hear voices coming from within.
Ooh, that's quite a number of people.
Yep, I'm into it. Give me that armor, please.
Brothers and sisters, 20 years ago, Alamigo, our home, was claimed by the Garlean Empire.
Gallian Empire.
In our haste to overthrow the King of Ruin, we turned a blind eye to our foes in the north. With our glorious revolution, we but laid a path for a new tyrant to succeed the old. And when confronted with our failure, we fled.
Fuck.
Not a day goes by that I do not think of those we left behind. Think of them and feel ashamed. And I know each and every one of you feels the same.
I had to move my
What does he
keyboard
sound like?
and opened my fucking
We
chat box.
abandoned them, our own flesh and blood, to labor till their backs gave in and their breath gave out. Building the twisted steel ramparts which now mar our once majestic mountains. We abandoned them, the brave and true, to fight and die for their country. Or worse, to be conscripted and sent off to rob another poor bastard of his home. We abandoned them, the meek and powerless, to
Okay,
bow
he's
and
not
scrape when
Rory
the
McCann, but
Garleans
he's got
pass,
the same
to
accent
sully
as Rory
themselves
McCann.
that they might live to see another day of misery.
I think I can look it up.
I was gonna say, I don't want to
Wolf
spoil
may
anything
be
about the
dead,
character. Can you look up who he
but
is?
a
Yeah.
new Imperial Viceroy reigns in Alamigo now. A beast, not a fraction as merciful.
Ooh.
You all know the Eorzean Alliance will do naught to oppose him. For all their promises and platitudes, they will not act if there's no profit in it. Only we can free our brothers and sisters from the Empire's tyranny, my friends. Only we have the courage to stand and fight.
That's so familiar.
It is
They
Anthony
have
Byrne.
imprisoned us. They have enslaved
Anthony
us.
Burns?
And they have
Anthony
murdered
Byrne.
us. But no more. Blood demands blood, and the Garleans shall pay for every drop they have spilt upon our lands.
Byrne.
Yep, Newcastle is the accent that I was...
This I promise
Copy.
you, for we have a power within us, my friends. A power befitting our pride, our righteousness. Only join us, and we shall grant you the means to unleash it, and together we shall see the Alamigan standard raised over the mountains of Gia Albania once more.
A power befitting their pride. Not at all ominous, that. Wait, is that...
Hey!
Doing here?
I could ask you the same thing.
My friends!
Well, this is quite the surprise.
If you see what I see, if you feel as I feel...
Might I suggest we continue this conversation in more agreeable surroundings?
For it is not strength of arms that will win this battle, but strength of heart.
Hell yeah. Unfortunately, now I have to change Yida's voice because her new voice actress is very different.
I should have paid more attention to Papalima. I was distracted looking at... Is it Anthony or Anthony?
Antony.
Okay. Odd. I don't recognize him from anything.
It might just be the accent.
I think it's probably just the Newcastle accent that I'm clocking. Yeah, nothing that I've played. Or played long enough to have recognized him. Like, I've played Vampire, but not enough to clock anybody. Same guy who does Ilberd, interestingly enough.
Oh, right, they did have his voice from... Was he before or after? I don't remember. It's been a while. We've been here a while.
I didn't think we'd get them. Words cannot express how glad I am to see both of you alive and well.
Ah, and you. Though it was pretty obvious you, Gala, and Northota would be fine.
The Crystal Braves never had a realistic chance of capturing any of the Scions, divided as they were and distrusted by the better part of Eorzea. But if you truly believed that, forgive me, what exactly have you two been doing all this time? Repaying a favor. After the banquet, we had no choice but to flee Uldar, and we would not have been able to do so without the aid of some old friends from the Resistance.
That's right. They smuggled us out of the city and sheltered us in Little Alamigo, all at great risk to themselves. Obviously, we couldn't let that go unacknowledged, so we offered to help them out with their operations for a while.
When we learned of the Scion's exoneration, that Lolorito had severed all ties with the Crystal Braves, and that General Ralbon had been reinstated, we resolved to make contact. But having long since discarded our link pearls as a precautionary measure, our options were rather limited. To make matters more complicated, we were embroiled in a delicate operation at the time, leaving me with little choice but to entrust a letter to a courier. I gather from your puzzled expressions, however, that you never received it.
To be honest, we thought this might happen. While the masks are happy to let the refugees spread the word within the community, they're pretty strict about communicating with outsiders. Oh, and we also heard a rumor that the Griffon doesn't want us meddling in his affairs.
The Griffin mistrusts the Scions of the Seventh Dawn? Curious. It is well known that we are no friends of Garlemald. One would think the men we saw beseeching all and sundry to join his cause would welcome our support. False flag. False flag. Ooh. I should say that the man you saw was not in fact the Griffin, but an impersonator, and a talented rabble-rouser to boot. It would not surprise me if he were responsible for the majority of these public appearances. As you may have gathered, the Griffin is an extremely cautious and distrusting man who has made every effort to conceal his identity. Even when we participated in a raid under his direct command, we were not permitted to approach him.
It's hard to know what to make of it all. The secrecy, the impersonators, the masks. But what? It's not as if I'm making all of you wear one, and mine only covers half of my face. It's completely different.
Sure.
Anyway, when we heard the Griffin was due to give a speech, we thought it might be a good opportunity to get a better sense of the man behind the... to get a better sense of the man.
For all the good it did. And now you have heard the whole of it. But tell me, what prompted you to take an interest in the Griffin?
Crystals. It is summoning? You're not serious! I can't believe it!
The Resistance would never entertain such a ridiculous plan. But the Griffin, well, the man is an enigma. I cannot say with any confidence what he would or would not do. What I can say, however, is that the speech we heard today was not the first to make reference to a power capable of defeating the Empire. The Masks have made many such claims of late. I confessed I had assumed it to be a mere bluster, but in the context of the shipments of which you spoke, it is not impossible that they are alluding to a primal.
Whatever it is, we'll find out together. And if anyone tries to stop us, they'll answer to me.
Okay. Indeed. Whew. That is, assuming you'll have us. You are my favorite boy. Welcome back.
Buddy, we started this game with you two.
I find it funny that Papalimo's armor is still, like, immaculate, and Ida's is all, like, roasted to shit.
Yeah, kind of funny. Alright.
Oh, I gotta get that Flognard.
The what?
Need the Flognard.
Flognard. Alright, well... let's keep going. Let's go into a full hour.
Alright. If, as you suspect, the Griffin is indeed plotting to summon a primal, we must needs obtain confirmation while there is yet time to act. To that end, I propose we question his double. Given his role as the group's de facto mouthpiece, I should not be surprised if he were one of the Griffin's closest associates. And while he may not be aware of the most sensitive details, he can probably tell us the Mask's plans in broad strokes. Like the man whom he impersonates, however, he is wary of outsiders. He will not expose himself without the suitable incentive.
Oh boy, you're gonna start making me yawn.
Look, peek behind the curtain, y'all. It's been a long day. It's 9 o'clock at night. My plan is as follows. You and Alphino will pose as adventurers fallen on hard times, inspired by his words to take up arms for a noble cause. Ada and I, as members of the Resistance, will recount tales of your past achievements, and testify as to your usefulness in the struggles ahead. With our enthusiastic assurances still ringing in his ears, he will decide to welcome you in person, and we will arrange a meeting. You will need to look the part that we might maintain the charade. Until we have him cornered, at least. Here, this should be enough to purchase suitable garments from Talabot, and to have him rub a respectable amount of dirt on them for good measure. Any questions?
Oh boy, we have to do this again.
It all seems simple enough, thank you. And with that, you two, let us be off. I think I'm doing okay differentiating Papalimo and Alphino, but it's hard now.
Yeah.
Papalimo, I'm, like, throwing more forward. I don't know. It doesn't really matter. I try, like, the effort that I put into the voice acting is more than I probably need to, but, like, it... I don't know. Gets me there at the end of the day.
It's definitely more than what I'm doing, unfortunately. Yes. Woman, normal voice. Okay, good.
Hey, you. You there, Talabot. We talked to you earlier.
Yes, we did. It was you.
There? You want to buy what? I don't know what you're up to, but I want no part of it.
Here you are. How about a heavy leather pouch entrusted to you by Papalimo.
Well,
Not all problems can be solved with a fistful of gil. For the rest, one must needs resort to a sack.
Well, you're the ones with the gill, and seeing as you're friends of Papalimo. There. Tunic and slops for the both of you, tailored and, treated to your tastes. Now off with you, before someone sees us.
Uh-oh.
Let me change my fucking gear.
Ooh, that was close.
You're pokeballing. You're
Yeah,
pokeballing.
yep. Everything stopped for a second.
Pokeballing!
Oh, God. I am hearing wing flapping.
You're wing flapping.
Hello? We gotta get out of here. The walls are... The walls are moving. Oh, God.
I don't know. Clothes maketh the man, as they say. Right then. I will go and change and see you at the spot Papalimo marked on our maps.
I love how it's the same gear set.
Oh, for fuck's sake, my fucking...
No. I have plenty of shitty gear. Hold on.
Weathered shepherd's tunic, and then what's the other one? The legs?
Legs. There we go. That looks... They'll never know it's me.
They'll never know. Look at it. It's still got the fucking armor. Alright, away we go. I'll just roll up on the back of a dragon. That shows... Oh, yes, even better. Show that I'm on hard times.
Mm-hmm. A lot of times I paid all of my gil for this. Doesn't even have autopilot.
The economy's in chance.
Yep.
Well, look at us. A trio of down-at-heel adventurers seeking a chance to recapture past glories. Yes, this should suffice. And now we play the waiting game. I want your drip, sir.
My thanks, comrades. You must be the esteemed adventurers of whom I've heard so much. I understand you have taken an interest in our cause.
A great interest, you might say. Your words have certainly made quite an impression on my friend and I. The Resistance has long, and some would say wisely, avoided open engagements with the Garleans, but you and yours seem confident against the world in arms. I can only assume you have good reason to be so bold. Why, one might even think you are planning to summon a primal.
Alphino, you're really bad at this.
Explain the sizable shipment of crystals you recently received from your smuggler friends, whom I've guarded have since detained, lest you wonder.
Alphino, shut the fuck up.
Alphino.
I'd like to hear more about the Griffin. The real Griffin. Your performance earlier didn't fool us.
Ah, the famous scions of the Seventh Dawn. I should have known better than to think I could conceal the truth from you lot. You are right. I am not the Griffin, but I speak with his voice, and it was at his behest that we procured those crystals. You are wrong, however, if you think that we procured them to summon a primal. We used them to reach an accord with the Amalja. In exchange for crystals to summon their god, they will aid us in the fight for Alamegan liberation.
You've got to be joking. Have you gone completely mad? When people find out you helped the Lizardmen summon Ifrit, they'll turn on the Resistance. Alamigo will never be free.
This isn't a fairy tale, girl. We don't have the luxury to play at being honourable heroes. It's because the likes of you wouldn't sully your saintly hands that Alamigo's been under the yoke for the past 20 years. But the Griffin won't stand for it, and neither will we. We're ready to do whatever it takes.
What proof do you have of this arrangement with the Emulger?
What? Aside from a lack of crystals? None. But the beastmen have a great big pile of the things if you fancy looking. You might want to hurry, though. It'll not be long before they summon their god. Search our camp if you don't believe me. We have naught to hide.
If there is a cache to be found, Ida and I will find it.
Then let us be off. Are you perchance the Warrior of Light?
No, see, you couldn't tell because of this mask.
Aye, I thought so. You should know that a great many who have joined us did so because you saved them. Because you showed them that one brave woman can make a difference. You saved me too once.
Two brave women.
Helped a friend over in Quarry Mill make some medicine I needed. But that was a lifetime ago. On behalf of my brothers and sisters, I thank you.
Interesting.
You gave us hope where there was none, courage and strength when all was lost. We shall not squander your gift.
I know that look, Ida, and I do not like it. You cannot seriously be contemplating taking up arms with that band of cutthroats.
I just...
If the Griffin and his men have their way, it is only a matter of time before the situation in Alamigo comes to a head. Your homeland's future teeters on a knife edge, and any reckless action, however small, could have irrevocable consequences. You mustn't lose sight of that, Ida. When the time comes, we must all make our choices, but we must do so in
So she's
full possession of the
Alamigan.
facts. Now, let us away. There is work to be done.
I fucking knew I'd been wearing her clothes. I fucking knew it.
How do you know it's her?
Scion Liberator's garb?
That could be anyone.
Come on.
We could be getting a new party member.
Donna, I need you to look me in the face and tell me this isn't Ida's clothing.
I can tell you with a straight fact that is not Yida's clothing.
It's got the legs!
I can tell you for a fact that is not Ida's clothing.
Then she's got a sister.
I'm not saying anything. Just that it's not Ida's. Okay, alright. I think that's a good spot to end it here. Oh boy. Join us next time as we finish up patch 3.4, Soul Surrenderer.
Well,